Lowriding is not about who has the best car. It's a brotherhood, it's a family, you know. Everybody sacrifices to enjoy their ride and their family and to show their sons and their daughters, this is where I come from, this is what I love, and this is what it's about.
The year was 1992. Weekends in National City were marked by a flood of lowriders that flocked to Highland Avenue, but concerns about traffic and crime led the city to ban the popular pastime.
When they hear the word lowrider, it reminds them of why they made the law, you know, to stop the traffic, you know. They in this community, they stigmatize lowriding with gangs and all the bad.
George Yosif has owned a lowrider since high school. He remembers cruising down National City's main thoroughfare in the 80s.
Back then, you know, we cruised Highland. The cops would give you tickets, pull you over, loud music, batteries, hydraulics, small tires. They gave it a bad rap because of thinking we're probably cholos and just start trouble, you know, but it's not like that. You know, you're gonna own a lowrider, you have a good job, work hard at it, and still support your family, you know. Don't take that for granted. You know, family first, and then, you know, car second.
Hey, my name is Angel Huerta. I'm from San Diego, California, and I'm 39 years old. And this is my 1972 Datsun 510 wagon. Back in the days, people that couldn't afford, you know, the Impalas, they would go for the for the imports, Datsuns, Nissans. But these were really popular in the 80s and 90s as well. They used to cruise Highland in these, you know, just as you see Impalas and you would always see Datsuns, mini trucks. It was cool when you used to you know, hang out at the McDonald's or hang out at the Taco Bell, or big crowds and cars going 1 mile per hour on Highland, you know, both lanes. It was just fun, you know, something you used to do on Sunday nights.
Highland back in the days, it was famous for where everybody would go, you know. So it's a long stretch. It's about 3 miles, you know, from Division to 30th Street. It's about a 3-mile stretch of just a 2-lane. This was 4th of July. I mean, this was like the main strip, kind of like Whittier in LA. Highland Avenue is what that was to the whole community.
Despite National City's ban, Casas and the San Diego Lowrider Association took the idea of a lowrider car show to the city council. The approval came at a time when National City in many ways is more representative of its community than ever.
Well, being the first Latina mayor, really recognizing that at the end of the day, we want to look at policies that help empower and engage our community. And working side by side with our law enforcement, we don't want it to go back to where we had people from outside of National City causing trouble, but recognizing the art and then the culture and the convivir, the coming together, the fellowship that lowrider culture brings.
Today we're having its first annual ever San Diego Lowrider Association car show. Alcohol-free, friendly event. It's a bunch of lowriders to share our heritage, our culture, our passion, our generations being passed down from one to another.
My name is Franchesco Zambrano. I have a 1985 Oldsmobile Cutlass. It's got it as a project, not running. I did it in over about a year. I'm from Rollers Only San Diego chapter, and you know, the whole club helped me to build it. I'm actually a little younger than, you know, when the cruises were going on, so I just got to read about it on the, you know, magazines and lowrider history books. So I'm pretty excited about, you know, cruising for the first official time again in over, you know, 20 years.
Ana Sanchez, and this is my 1951 Plymouth, and her name is Bonita. So before I used to cruise Highland, but I didn't have a car. So now that I have one, it means a lot to me to be able to cruise down Highland after 20-something years.
And this is a 1960 El Camino. Paint job is a root beer brown with gold metallic.
My name is Mary Lopez. I have a 1979 Monte Carlo. It's called Mary's Monte.
So for us to be able to have an event to be put on, it's historical. It's the first one ever. I'm glad and I'm proud to be a part of it.
I think this is going to be the first of many, and I think it's apparent. It came off flawlessly. There's a lot of planning. It was over a year of planning went into this thing to make it happen, and we've been trying for years and years to make this thing happen. But it happened. My only criticism of it, I've only got one criticism. We're calling it a lowrider car show. I'm sorry. It ought to be a lowrider art show because these vehicles are a piece of art, and they need to be appreciated for that.
We're now looking to the future with new leadership and new familial ties, saying we're going to be successful, we're going to be positive, and this is about, you know, promoting who we are intrinsically, but letting our community know we're here and we're here to stay.
When you embrace your culture, it's a beautiful thing. This has been David Hernandez with the San Diego Union-Tribune.